Okay guys, so we have entered space stage. Welcome to episode 10 of Spore. And we are getting underway right now. I built the ship. It's actually a Max's creation called Watermelon Rocket, but I gave it a custom paint job and now it's called the Jellied Rocket. And yeah, this is the start of space stage. Sorry for the abrupt opening, but let's get on with it. So first things first, we have a mission to complete. Basically, he's just going to let us fly about the planet to get used to the flying. I'm okay. Been there, done that. Yes, let's get ready for space travel. And we get our first captain's badge, which is just the regular title of captain. And yeah, let's fly off the planet. And the first task we have, so you get missions in space stage, fly to planet Icaria, which is fortunately in our system. It's always going to be one of these little leaf planets, T1, and it's going to be in the Goldilocks zone for your star system. Our star is called Skylum. We have a gas giant and we have our own moon as well, Dubois. So yeah, let's go down to Icaria. So here we are, heading onto the planet of Icaria. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to be sent a distress beacon or a radar message. Press this button and it'll zoom over to where the radar is detecting something. So we've got this crashed ship and some weird writing on the floor. It's a crashed spacecraft and it's emitting a strange radio signal. Fly to it and use the scan tool to investigate the crash site. So as you can see, we have this little radar blip here, and that'll tell you where the mission is telling you to go, basically. So we head over here, we enter the main tools section, click the scan button, it'll go to this screen down here. You just change it by clicking that, and as you can see the ship's down here. So it looks like a star map. As you can see, it's saying go from here to here and you will find whatever the writing says. So we're going to scan the ship and you'll enter another cutscene where it just explains what I've said. Aliens, but no signs of life. Looks like they drew some type of cryptic map before they died. Wait, the wreck has triggered a transfer beam. Some items are coming aboard. So the ship will beam some technology that we don't have access to at this point onto our ship. It's always the same technology. And if we... missiles and an interstellar drive, which seems to have an unknown star's coordinates programmed into it. The wreck's damage looks like it came from a fight. This ship must have been sent from some other planet to get help. So yeah, we get our first interstellar drive as well as a minor proton missile. Here we have one of our special abilities from completing the rest of the game. We get Raider Rally, which allows us to summon pirates to specific planets. I believe it's only enemy inhabited planets. So now we could fly, so we're going to fly back home, pick up 4 dust. It's not dust, is it? It's spice. 4 spice. We collected spice. And spice is the galactic commodity. I suppose you could call it galactic, not global. It is the galactic commodity that you can sell. There's 6 types. There's blue, green, yellow, pink, purple and red. I believe I got that right. And you can... each planet has a different type of space you can find. So like our home planet has red. Your home planet always has red. You'll always have a yellow space planet in your system, I believe. And you'll have the tree planet, basically. A gas giant and 2 yellows. I think it's always the same. I could be wrong there. But different spices are worth different values to different people. And it's not just based on the species. For example, it's roughly based on the abundance of that spice near to that star system. So for example, pink spice may be worth 60,000 spore books a piece to our home system. But if we set up a colony on a planet, say 40 parsecs away, there may be an abundance of pink spice around there, and red spice might be worth like 25,000 spore books on that system, where it's only worth like 300 here. So they're going to send one on a mission. We can't actually get into contact with them yet. So under another cutscene, the interstellar drive from the wreck is responding to a beacon from a nearby star that matches the coordinates in its memory. This must be the home planet. It may still be needing help. So we can, as you can see, everything's measured in parsecs. So this star system, bottomless, is 1.12 parsecs away. Because this is a specific mission, we can only fly to this star system, even though this one's closer and we're open. This is the only one we can actually go to. So let's go here. These mission trails help you get to star systems that you need to go to. Or if I zoom out, you'll get your first glimpse of the galaxy. So all of these are visitable star systems. These are wormholes, the ones with like UIP, and there's one down here, GRBP. There's one over there. No, I actually think that's a binary star system. For some reason, binary star systems are very rare in the game, when in real life I believe they outnumber singular star systems. Anyway, so this is our position in this like local neighborhood of stars. As we zoom out, you can see we're starting to get a long line of stars, and we're not very visible anymore. And yeah, this is the arm of the galaxy, one of the arms. And as you zoom out, so every single star in this galaxy is visitable. And if they get higher concentration as you get closer to the center, they get lower concentration as you get near the edge. I believe there are connection points, like we could connect from here to maybe a star there. Probably not in that specific example, because they look to be too far away. But I think there is some connection points between some of the arms. Earth is also in this galaxy, although I don't think it's based entirely upon the Milky Way. But I believe Earth is in one of the arms of the galaxy quite far out, like this distance away, roughly. I'm not sure, but we'll try and find Earth sometime in this playthrough. Anyway, we'll complete this mission, so we've got to go down to the bottomless system. We've got to go to Dason, which is a T2, and this paw print means there is animal life on it. So there's both flora and fauna. I believe the little plant meant there was only fauna, and there was no spice. So this also doesn't have spice. So non-spice planets aren't colonizable. You can put down a nature preserve or something similar wording to that on it, but you can't actually colonize it. Anyway, so we'll head down to Dason, and we get another cutscene. Something's showing up on the ship's radar. Don't worry, this is just a tutorial. There won't be anywhere near as many cutscenes later on in the game. Too late. These ruins must be what's left of the home colony of the aliens from the wreck. Scanning the ruins may reveal clues to what happened here. So, before we go on with that, so as I mentioned, this is a T2 planet, so this is Terrascore 2. So, basically, you can have up to 3 colonies on planets other than your home planet, depending on the Terrascore of the planet. And for each Terrascore, you need 3 plants, a small, a medium, and a large, a herbivore, or 2 herbivores and a carnivore. You can technically, I believe, have 3 omnivores, and they'll work. And each of these has to be unique. So in total you need 9 plants and then 9 creatures of varying types. So let's get our scan tool back out and let's go scan these ruins. So you have to hold it down for a couple seconds. The scan came up with nothing, but it seems to have triggered a response. Some activity is showing up on the radar. So if we go over here, so what's this? This is actually the same make as our... That's funny. They're the random... by random chance, the civilization that previously lived here just happened to have the exact same rocket as us. The scan must have triggered the colony's defences. These drones don't look friendly. Wait, an incoming transmission. So, Paroths, which I guess was this species name. Warning! Grox intruders detected. All Grox intruders will be terminated. What are the Grox? Initializing self-defense code Grox 999. All Grox intruders will be terminated. We are not Grox. Warning, all Grox intruders will be terminated. For the last time, we're not Grox. Right, so now we have our first conflict. So we can shoot at these. So you can either press buttons or you can tap. I prefer to tap and make cause some issues individual. As you can see, these have very little health. And we've destroyed all three of them, so now we can go back to our homeworld. We did take some damage. Apologies if the scroll wheel's a bit loud as well. It's the easiest way to zoom out and zoom in. I believe you can also use plus and minus. I'll have a check in a minute. Your SETI, so Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence device, has revealed strange radio signals emitting from this star. Fly in and explore. That's my home star. So what it's meant to do there is when you fly to an alien system for the first time, it's meant to give you that message, but it gave us that for our home star. So I think that was a little bug that I've never seen before. Okay, so mission accomplished. We've learned the traces of extinct civilization. We've learned of the Grox. It's obvious that we're going to have to continue exploring the galaxy. We'll have to sell colonies. We've reversed engineered their technology, which makes sense since their ship was exactly the same as ours, just a different colour. We've developed the SETI device. Which, okay, so they're now saying they're only just giving us the SETI device, which has just appeared in that cutscene. So yeah, that was definitely a bug. So we are going to helm the space program. Very nice. So to expand the empire, we need to build colonies on all our planets for mining resources. So that's the spice that I mentioned. They've drafted a few volunteers to be part of a colony and credit pack, so this is a item in the colonization tab. It'll go in the first slot, I'm assuming. And you basically fly to a planet, an uninhabited planet, you select the colony and credit pack, shoot it down, and it'll create a colony. And okay, how to establish colony? So placing colony is easy, flying to, so they want me to put it on this specific planet. We'll put it down. There used to be abuse in this, where you could plant the colony pack down on another planet other than the one they wanted you to, and if you came back saying I need another one, they would give you another one so you could farm the colony and credit packs, because they normally cost 150,000 Spore bucks. Okay, so we can either say we'll leave or ask for one more thing, so we're going to get a repair. So at your home planet, and your home planet only, repairs and recharges are free. Everywhere else you have to pay for them. You can go on trade. As you can see, colony and credit pack is 150,000 Spore bucks. This 5 red spice is only worth 281 Spore bucks per spice on our home planet. So we'll see on a different... Apologies, on a different planet if that changes. So we're going to fly to Vestion, which is 2.11 parsecs away. And this is going to be the location of our second our first colony, second planet. That one looks a bit like the Death Star. Planets in green orbit paths are easier to terraform and colonize than planets on red or blue orbit paths. So basically too hot, too cold, just right. However, you can use various terraforming techniques to turn these into just right planets, although they'll still have the red and blue trails. So if we go to Belina, which is unclaimed, it's a T0 planet, so they're going to want us to terraform it. There's our little spacecraft. Colonies can be established on any planet from barren moons to lush Terrascore 3 oases. Fruitful colonies mine spice that can be traded. So like I explained, so we'll come here, the blue tells you where you can put it. Red, you can't put it too close to space, but it needs to be close to space, so you put it here. I believe the outer ring tells you need space within that ring, and the inner ring will tell you where the colony will be formed. So this is the little colony. It's very similar to the cities in the civilization stage. This is like a generated atmosphere, I suppose, since it's a T0 planet. Congratulations, the Empire has grown. Each colony's productivity is tied to the size. Size is limited by Terrascore. Invest in terraforming, then add colonies and buildings to reap the highest rewards. So yeah, you can only place a certain number of buildings depending on the Terrascore of the planet. And this one's a lot easier to tell where you can put buildings. So if we go down here, congratulations, so now it costs 50 to recharge here, and spice here is still the same cost because it's a red spice planet for one, and it's very abundant in red spice around this local galactic area. So we zoom out now, back to our home planet. So you can take missions with anyone and you'll gain friendship with whoever you take a mission with. And they can vary. We'll see in probably next episode some different missions. So they want me to visit it frequently to collect spice. So now they're going to want me to terraform it. So, oh no, they want me to establish first contact with another alien species. Yes. Where will I find these aliens? You don't know exactly, but you want me to just have a look. Space flight will call wear and tear, so come back to repair and recharge basically. Understood. Bye. Right, so in the galactic screen, if you hover over a planet or a star system, it'll flash with like radio waves out of it if there is an alien species there. So I'm not getting any at the minute. I believe that still works. It used to be that way. So I'm gonna fly this way. Nothing there. And go here. Nothing here. So there's one there. So let's fly to Tagapi here. And then let's fly to Ladon 2. So now if we fly in and we find a new empire. So this is one of their craft. Drake's equation was right. A living alien race. We are not alone. It looks like they've sent an envoy to greet you. Perhaps you should talk to them. Open your communications panel. I always forget that they actually send an envoy. I just think I'm talking to someone on the planet. Alien. Who is you? So this is the Popero Empire. They have a negative 25 trust, or not trust, opinion of us. Minus 15 because they distrust strangers, and minus 10 because our presence disturbs them. So this is what they look like. I come from Jelly. I come in peace. It's an honour to meet you. So we've got plus 10 for introducing ourselves. So we can't trade with them because we need to have a positive opinion. So we can go to diplomacy, and we can go. So trade routes you can only establish if you have a blue smiley face, which I believe is 30 opinion, and then once you get to 70, which is an alliance, I believe, and get the green smiley face, you can form an alliance. I'd like to know about your race. So, Jelly, ask about force. Force is like rock. Many storms pass over rock, but rock does not move. Rock is hard, rock is strong. Rock does not break. All things break under rock. Rock crushes all. We Popero Empire are a field of rock. Always strong and never one rock alone. If the enemy comes, we fight them together and do not break. If the enemy does not come, we bring our rock to the enemy and crush them. That is the way of force. So these are force creatures, apparently. Thanks for sharing. That was interesting. So look, recharge here costs 4,500 Spore books, so it's much better to get at your home planet. It saves you a lot of money. So we visited them, so now we can go home. You can give them gifts as well, but the gifts, I believe the minimum is 25,000 Spore books. And I think that'll get you like 6 or 7 opinion. Return to our homeworld. They're amazed. It's probably a good idea to forge a good relationship with this race. We may need an ally in the future. Yes, I'm in to take more missions. Our cities have become producing spice in record amounts, resulting in a surplus. Sure, I can trade with people. Sounds lucrative. One more thing. Recharge. I can't afford anything, and they don't have any extra spice for me. Can we find another alien race? One that's actually friendly so we can trade with them? So there's one in Vyra over here, the Pink Empire. These are the Gulgan Empire. So they distrust strangers as well. It's an honor to meet you, so we're only -5 with these. Okay, they're quite scary. Right, let's find out about this race. We, the Gulgan Empire, follow the one true philosophy of faith. Woe be to those who do not share our beliefs in the teachings of Spore, for they are wrong in the face of all that is right. If you were to repent now and admit your wrongness, we, the Gulgan Empire, may take mercy upon you and help you to see the way of rightness. That's fascinating, fascinating. Okay. So we can't trade with you either, can we? No. So we need to find a decently friendly empire, and I think we will do that on the next episode, guys. So this has been 23 minutes at the minute. So thank you guys for watching. If you've enjoyed, drop a like on the video. Leave us a comment below how you've experienced Space Stage in Spore. What's the biggest empire you've ever created on Spore? I believe I had one with over 500 planets once. So I'm quite experienced with Space Stage. It's my favourite stage of the 5, and I think it's by far the best. Creature Stage probably can be argued is good as well. So yeah, subscribe if you want to see more videos, guys. Thank you for watching episode 10 of Spore. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.